Please be sure to support the video we reacted to today by clicking the link at the top. Enjoy the show! It looks like there's a video by Lanza on Mizzy, which was a pretty big UK TikTok prankster that apparently was causing a lot of issues, a lot of problems over across the pond. So let's go ahead and check it out, my dudes.
In
Please,
the ever-changing world of online content creation, there are certain
like,
people who manage to grab the attention of millions, leaving a lasting...
I didn't mean to say that while you were talking, Lanza. Please like, subscribe, and comment on all the videos that we react to, my dudes, so that we can go ahead and show them some love and support. Oh no, you better do it. You better freaking go and do the like and the subscribe, and you better comment, Ayoo, Ayoo, and down the bottom. Because if you don't do it, I'm going to show up in your bed at night at 3 a.m. and I'm going to suck your toes like Dan Schneider, alright? You're going to wake up with wet toes. You don't even know what happened.
In the ever-changing world of online content creation, there are certain people who manage to grab the attention of millions, leaving a lasting impact in the digital realm. One such person is Mizzy, an 18-year-old prankster from the UK who gained fame through his many controversial pranks in May 2023. Mizzy's journey into the world of online pranks and his subsequent notoriety gives us a glimpse into the complex connections between social media and what is considered acceptable behavior in today's landscape.
On the train.
As we explore his history, we'll take a small look at how Mizzy and his brand of pranks has evolved.
And then just got on top of a moving vehicle.
The impact of his actions on his audience and society, and the ongoing questions about the line between entertainment and borderline harassment. Shout out to the
what sucks, here's the deal right off the bat, right? Here's alright, I already get it, right? I'm already, you guys already getting me up in a tizzy. Look, the poor freaking bus driver probably has no idea there's a freaking child on top of his freaking, bus. Well, not even a child, right, at 18, but you get what I'm saying. It's like, bro could legit lose his job, or worse, murder this freaking poor guy on accident, because of this. What are you doing? I'm not saying you're a douche for doing what you're doing. I'm saying you're a douche for putting other people in a position, in a potential position. You know what I'm saying?
And the ongoing questions about the line between entertainment and borderline harassment.
If you're gonna get yourself murdered, do it on your own time. Why you gotta involve other people?
If you'd like to support the channel yourself, you can do so by checking out the link below or in the corner. With that being said, let's get right into it. They got shit going on. Now, Mizzy here is always getting caught shortly after doing his pranks due to his severe lack in protecting his identity online. But you can protect your identity online by using Surfshark VPN. Today's video.
I'll be completely honest with everyone here. Protecting my identity online is one of those things where it's I am super paranoid about it, but I don't really do a whole lot. I have been fortunate enough that I've been able to be smart enough about most of the standard protection stuff. Everything has two-form factor authentication. Everything has, what the frick is the term for that freaking thing? I'm the super long, complicated passwords. I forgot what the word for it was. There's a whole word for how you should do your passwords. But I watch a lot of intelligent people online and stuff. But I never VPNs, dude. Hashtag sponsor me, but VPNs, we all know, they're not for internet security. You know damn well what you're using them for.
Surfshark VPN is a top-rated VPN service used by millions of people around the world who all have the same goal in mind, keeping their internet identity safe. There are countless moments throughout your life when you're using the public Wi-Fi service in order to do your...
No lie. Number one reason you should get a VPN. If you have Netflix... If you have other programs like that, it unlocks entirely new movies and stuff for you, my dude. Highly, highly recommend you check out Korea Netflix and Japanese Netflix. Good. There's some great
Whenever
movies,
you're connected to one of those
great
services, you're always at risk for hackers to steal your personal information and data.
There's a whole freaking library of movies
you don't need to worry about that anymore. As once you turn it on, you'll be protected from any shady individuals looking to ruin your life.
They have the subtitles ready to go in English. I don't know why.
Beyond just protecting your online identity, as it can be used for everyday situations such as accessing a region-locked news article simply by choosing that country in the list of many and refreshing the page to fix the issue. You can even use it to access exclusive streaming content only available in certain countries to get your TV show fixed. Best of all, you can use a VPN on an unlimited number of devices, all just on one account. Your life will become so much easier using this service, and better yet, it's extremely affordable using my link at surfshark.deal/lands. You'll get 3 extra months for free alongside their 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can try it out and see if VPNs are worth your time or not. And if they aren't, hey, at least you tried it out, and that's better than missing out entirely on a deal like this. Go ahead and give it a try and check out the link below. And thank you to Surfshark VPN.
I'm not gonna say who I got it with, right? Because I don't want to be disrespectful here, and I don't know what their deal is. I would have to compare it. But I remember when I got my VPN, there was a 3-year deal. I I think it was a promotional thing. So be on the lookout. There's constantly promotions like that for like 3 years for the price of one. It's freaking absurd. And they're good.
For sponsoring today's video. Mizzy, whose real name is Bakari, traces his roots back to his childhood days, where his audacious and controversial nature began to start. Born on October 20th, 2004.
But otherwise, I know for a fact that there are certain VPNs they're gonna be a lot more cost effective to use those discounts. Shout out to this dude. Get your bag, get your money, my dude. So happy to see people getting.
He spent his childhood in the vibrant streets of London. Growing up, he experienced a dynamic environment, residing in different neighborhoods such as Stoke Newington, Dartford, and Hackney. While specific details about his upbringing remain scarce, it is known that Mizzy was raised in a Christian household primarily by his mother, with whom he shares a very close bond with. He also has 2 older half-sisters who more than likely influenced his early years growing up. As a young boy, Mizzy was known for his mischievousness, always seeking out new ways to entertain himself and others around him. From an early age, he had a keen interest in pushing boundaries and challenging societal norms as he grew up. This inherent curiosity and attention-seeking behavior laid the foundation for his future internet endeavors. While his childhood experiences most likely shaped his personality of today, it was the emergence of social media platforms.
Lo and behold, the vast majority of these dudes who are kind of just you know, like, that are just out here making a fool of themselves, they typically, like, they just didn't grow out of it, so to speak, you know what I'm saying?
It's like Twitter and YouTube that provided him with the platform to express his unconventional creativity. With the rise of the social media platform TikTok in particular, a whole new generation of content creators was born, and Mizzy eagerly embraced this new digital landscape to finally make a name for himself in the world of online influencer entertainment. Mizzy quickly found out that the realm of the
not like the worst person ever, right? But I was definitely I was definitely a shizhead, you know what I mean? Like, I was definitely
prank genre suited his interests the best and allowed his unique style to flourish. Intrigued by the high potential to elicit shock reactions, provoke emotions, and generate viral moments, he found his calling in the realm of TikTok pranking. Driven by a desire to stand out and gain recognition, he began pushing the boundaries of traditional pranks, incorporating elements of shock value, unpredictability, and even downright illegal activity into it.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I definitely, I had a lot of... I can understand or sympathize that I had a lot of bad habits, earlier in my life that I sort of grew out of, but there's a certain limit to like I didn't freaking get on top of a bus that was moving and potentially get someone hurt. You get me? Like, there's still, like, you gotta still be able to separate, like, stupidity from, like, childishness, you know?
Realm of TikTok pranking. Driven by a desire to stand out and gain recognition, he began pushing the boundaries of traditional pranks, incorporated elements of shock value, unpredictability, and even downright illegal activity into his videos. What started off as simple yet shocking pranks like throwing milk around in a grocery store quickly turned into him stealing random people's pets and hoping he would get...
That's just a douchey way. Like, what are you doing? Think about all the freaking... First of all, let's think about the poor cow that had to get their nipples, like, shredded to get that milk out, you know? I say shredded. It was such enough, you know. But you know what I'm saying. I'm exaggerating here to make the point more interesting. You know, think about the poor cow. Think about the poor farmer who had to, like, stick the machine that sucks off the cow on the cow. You know, think about the poor the poor people that had to, like, package it, get it to the stores, all that plastic, and it's just for you to grab it, throw it on the ground. And basically, all that, what I'm trying to say is all that effort just so that some random employee could be like, wow, what a douche, now I gotta mop this. That was about it. That's all that accomplished.
The attention he so desperately craved.
Whole lot of gangs.
His prank video started off as expected,
dog.
with Mizzy taking things further and further as he got the attention he wanted from people online.
Like, straight up,
the video that made him a viral figure was when he walked right into...
Okay, I don't like you. I think you're a douchebag. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty well set on my opinions on this person. I think he's a horrible garbage person. Genuinely, I think he should go to jail for stealing someone's dog. There are other criminal acts that Mizzy committed that Lazo didn't include. Yeah, I'll be real with you. I all I needed to know was the fact that he stole a dog, and it's just like I pretty much don't like him.
Some random person's house, much to the shock of those watching.
I think he should go to jail for stealing doggos. That's just like that should be a life sentence. Stealing doggos from, like, a good owner.
James, come to the front door right now, please.
James.
Many people had their things to say about the man, ranging from
house.
comments expressing their shock at the sheer audacity he had to do such a thing, whereas others called him a nuisance and possible danger to both him and the people around him.
He's gonna walk into the wrong house one day and he won't walk out. Yeah, but then people are gonna defend him and they're gonna call him a victim and they're gonna really, like, feel sorry for him and cry. And to be fair with everyone here, and I'm gonna say this right off the bat, and I don't care, and you could quote me on this. If you walk onto someone else's property to fudge around, you're gonna get shot, and you deserve to be shot. I'm just telling you. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying I condone it. And I hope no one ever. I hope that never happens. I hope that whoever the person is defending their home has the split-second decision-making to be like, oh, this is not an actual threat. This is just an idiot. Get out of my house. I could call the police. But let's be honest. In a lot of places, especially here in the United States, doesn't really go that way. Doesn't really go that way, does it? No, there tends to be someone dead. And that's the real that's the really bad part, is that he's 18, he's appealing to other around the same age children and people, and they might try to do the same thing because people are stupid like that. Let's be honest. That's not like it's not that complicated. You saw a Pokemon. You saw a little kid throw a Pokeball and a freaking little electric mouse came out of it. You wanted to do it too. Stop lying to me. Stop lying to me. Like,
his dividing reactions was unexpected to a lot of people.
Stop lying to me.
As well, normally prank
channels
get away with a lot of
jackass
shady
dudes,
and messed
and
up
you immediately
things.
went to go
Mizzy
get
was
inside
at
of a
the point
shopping
where he
cart
wasn't
and
even
flip
pranking
it.
people
Like, you
anymore. He was just
absolutely
rather being
did.
a prank
I
to those
did. My
around him.
friends did.
I didn't
Everyone
know the
knew
guise of his
it.
actions
We all
being a
freaking
prank
did
in order to
it.
avoid.
We all saw Jackass and decided, you know what, that looks hilarious. I'm gonna do something similar and stupid. Like, you know for a fact you did it. Even if it was nothing except for you grabbing a freaking clamp and clamping your ear, or grabbing a lobster and putting it on your... You know damn well you all freaking do this. You all copy those freaking... Because that's what humans do. That's all humans are.
Responsibility.
We got
This
another
newfound
recommendation
viral
from
fame
Chaos.
is
All
what
right,
got
we'll watch
most
this
people
one in the
learn
Chaos
about
one, and then we'll
Mizzy,
go back
as
to
he was only
gameplay.
known throughout small sides of TikTok until then. He clearly had a talent in getting people's attention, and so after seeing the best way to do it was by doing outlandish and borderline illegal things, he decided to take things to the next level. If you thought walking into random people's homes for internet clout was bad, the next few ideas he had lined up surpassed that and then some. Mizzy would start to unleash.
Well, that's the thing too, isn't it? Like, at a certain point, I have to you think about it. Like, at a certain point, you have to keep beating yourself. Like, there's only and by the way, Ayoo, Chaos. By the way, I got your. I saw your link and just it fully didn't say Ayoo. But react to Nicholas' response. All right, we'll see. I'll try to get through these quickly.
Pranks around London, and that included the aforementioned clip of him straight up stealing someone's
dog. Like, you gotta keep beating yourself. You gotta keep making it worse. You gotta the degeneracy level continues to go up.
He has a lack of care for his actions so long as he gets.
Let's be real. Like nobody. I feel like personally, nobody in his audience is like, bro, I freaking love this guy. This guy is amazing. This guy is cool. This guy's dope. This guy. No, they're in there like, oh, I hope you go get inside the house. Go inside. Go get arrested, you idiot. Do it. Oh yes, please. Do the thing. Do the stupid thing and get arrested. Go get freaking, that's how I feel. It's like those dudes. Y'all ever seen the Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode where that one guy tries to like convince Carl to jump off the roof? Because he just likes to see people suffer. He wants Carl to jump off. That's just his thing. That's like what he wants to happen. You know, he just loves the just sucks on the little juices of pleasure, just getting off on seeing people potentially put themselves in risk or in harm's way. A lot of people love to see people get in harm's way. So of course I have to imagine a lot of his audience is probably that.
More famous on the internet and doesn't face any consequences in real life. And this callous and thoughtless attitude left many who were on his side at first questioning the moral compass behind him and what he considers pranks. After all, if someone is willing to steal someone's dog...
That's not, again, I feel everyone literally, it's a joke, but it literally is just like, it's a prank, bro, like on the nth degree, where it's like, no, it doesn't, like, it's not a prank at a certain, like, when it gets to the point where you're either assaulting someone or stealing or breaking into someone's house, it's just not a prank anymore. It's just straight up breaking the law. If a law is broken, it by default is no longer a prank, it's evidence. You get what I'm saying?
Who knows what else they could do?
As soon as you break a law in the video, it stops being a video. It stops being
Remarkably, he was arrested not
a
once,
prank.
but
It's evidence, you idiot. Like, what are you doing?
I
didn't think
of
I'd have
breaching
to
a recently
explain this
issued
one.
court order to nobody's surprise. The court had imposed a criminal behavior order on Mizzy, finding him over just 3...
no! 200 euros. That's like $250, I think. Crud, that's like 3 videos. That's like 1 Call of Duty game.
£300 for his home invasion prank and imposing various restrictions on his social media activities from then onwards. These restrictions included refraining from posting videos without the consent of all the people involved, abstaining from trespassing on private property, and avoiding specific locations such as the Westfield Shopping Center in Stratford. Despite all the controversy surrounding his pranks, Mizzy's videos continue to gain.
My question here, not a question, right? It's not even that. More so, I feel like the reason why those charges weren't so huge is because the people like he committed the crime towards, I'm assuming just sort of let it go, like he's an idiot. You feel me? I feel like there would have been much more punishment if the lady whose dog he stole, or the person whose house he broke into, not broke into, sorry, the trespassed into. Like I feel like if they would have pressed charges, there would have been something bigger. But I can totally see people being like, he's 18, he's an idiot, let it go.
Momentum,
UK people
attracting both fervent supporters and vehement
from
critics.
The few
the shocking nature of his content had this unique allure to it, with some people thinking he was cool and others thinking he was a nuisance to society.
Very posh, I don't incredibly posh. Just the most posh human being ever. I'm sorry, I know someone personally who knows. It's gonna piss them off that I'm calling him posh. You posh bastard. Okay.
With both parties watching closely to see how far he's willing to take.
I'm not a posh bastard. I'm sorry. That's just.
Take it. The virality based on these factors
is what helped it just sent me over there.
Because if there's one thing all parties can agree on, he was certainly doing something right when it came to getting attention. He was just doing it in ways one can consider rather extreme in nature. The controversial success of
They
Mizzy's...
are very posh, by the way. They don't sound like that at all. That wasn't what they sounded like. They sound incredibly petite and posh.
pranks caught the attention of media outlets who were eager to delve into the motivations behind his provocative content and get some easy views and money from the attention it would bring.
Yeah, but here's the difference though. Like, iShowSpeed knows how to entertain. He doesn't just sort of commit crimes to get attention. Mizzy's good at getting attention, not at entertaining. iShowSpeed is good at entertaining. You understand me? Whether you agree with his form of entertainment or whether you like his form of entertainment is completely beside the point. iShowSpeed knows how to entertain, and you can't take that away from him. Nobody can take that away from him.
Mizzy became a highly sought-after guest, appearing in
just became
multiple
a big
interviews
name
where he faced intense scrutiny and scathing criticism.
Stupid
One particularly memorable interview took place on the show Piers Morgan Uncensored, where journalist Piers Morgan engaged Mizzy in a highly confrontational conversation on May 24th, 2023. Morgan openly labeled Mizzy an idiot and
if I wanted attention, I could get a lot of attention. It'd be very easy for me to, I'm not trying to, I'm not going to say your name or go through it, but as a great example, let me see if it says this one. So here's a very great example. So for anybody out there who's going to be becoming YouTuber, artist, whatever it is, you're going to be getting a lot of these situations where you're going to be getting a lot of people who literally never ever show up to your channels, never ever communicate with you, DM you, hit you up on anything. But they're always going to sell you chatbots, they're going to sell you views, they're going to sell you followers, viewers, and you will get them. You will get to 1,000 subscribers, you will get to 1,000 followers, 1,000 views, 1,000. You're going to get it, all of it. It is real. It's very easy to do it. And it's not going to be of course, every once in a while you will get scammed if you freaking no duh. I don't know who you would trust really. But it's possible, it's easy, you could do it, and genuinely there's been a lot of people who have botted their views, got into 1,000 YouTube subscribers, have started making money on YouTube because of that fact, and then little by little, they actually grow a real, genuine, actual community. The reason why they do that is because, let's be honest, if you're watching a stream, and it says they have 2 viewers, you don't care. What the frick are you going to go to that one for? Nobody's watching it. But if they have 20, 30, 40, 100, 10,000 viewers, yeah, you're going to think, well, this thing's smacking, this thing, someone's cooking on this stream, let's go check it out. So, of course, yeah, you can get attention, easy. But if somebody gets in there, starts to watch you, starts to see what you're doing, you're freaking boring, no one cares. It's freaking over. Get out of the freaking way. But genuine people who actually know how to entertain, they're good at entertaining, they'll actually keep the audience there. They'll actually keep them coming back. And there's been plenty of examples. I'm not going to call anybody out, but there's been plenty of examples of YouTubers who absolutely botted, absolutely freaking paid for their views and their followers and their stuff. But they did make a genuine community afterwards, and they stopped. They stopped buying bots. They stopped buying followers. They stopped doing that stuff. Why? Because no duh. You're never going to get anything, you're never going to build a genuine community of people who are engaging with your content and, participating in the conversation like that, at least to me. But I'm not in a rush personally to get to the top or anything like that. I'm not trying to be an iShowSpeed. I'm just trying to chill and learn. I'm still learning all this. I don't even have my emotes up because I don't know 100% everything yet. I'm still pretty new and early to all this. So I'm not trying to rush nothing. I'm just trying to enjoy it for what it is. And I feel like that you know, I don't know. To me, it just feels like growing a small community from scratch will sort of lend itself better towards like getting a little bit more personal and a little bit more intimate with my audience, my community. I've talked about this in the past, but so what I'm trying to say here is it's really easy to get a lot of attention. It's difficult to maintain an audience and maintain that community. And I feel like Mizzy's community, like I said earlier, is just full of people that want to see him put himself into dangerous situations. I don't feel like anyone there is genuinely a fan that cares about him, you know? Which is kind of sad to me. But also, you know, who am I? Who am I to talk about this? I don't know his community. I'm not a part of it. I don't freaking know anyone there. Maybe they do care about him. They just want him to go break into houses, steal dogs, and go on top of buses while they're driving. I don't know. But maybe that's love. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. What is love? Alright. Like,
rubbed into his upbringing on his behavior in a very confrontational and straightforward way.
I know a lot of people hate Pierce. I freaking love Pierce. He's hilarious.
See on public television.
He's a funny man.
The interview shed light on Mizzy's perspective as well, with him attributing the negative media attention he received to racial bias and expressing some remorse for his actions, stating that he did apologize to the people he affected off camera later on.
What do you mean tell me about my life?
Well, you said you know about your life. Tell me about your life.
That
people hate more than him.
Because I guarantee
because you're black.
Yeah, I guarantee if
I don't give a damn about your skin colour.
Really?
No.
Yeah, nobody does, bro. You're from the UK. What are you talking about?
I don't care of what colour your skin is.
You're not talking. You're like, see, that's straight up him seeing somebody pull that in America on social media and him being like, I could do it too. Nah.
Oh, thank you. I think you're an idiot.
I also think you're an idiot for playing the race card when no one's mentioned your skin colour.
Really? Okay,
yeah, you bring it up first.
I don't care about your skin colour, Mizzy.
Yeah, it's only you mentioning it, bro. Immediate. Wow, freaking so stupid. See, it's people with this kind of stupidity that ruin it for everyone else that genuinely freaking has to deal with actual racism every day, bro. Like, what the frick are you talking? Shut your freaking stupid mouth. Like, that actually genuinely pisses me off. Like, screw you, you freaking, wow. Like, you don't even understand what real, genuine racism is, bro. Like, I've had the police called on me because I was waiting for barbecue. You understand? I was freaking sitting down in front of it. I wasn't sitting down, right? I was pacing back and forth, walking around, because what the frick am I going to do? Sit on my butt cheeks at the while I'm waiting for barbecue? It's barbecue. I'm about to sit down and eat like 500 calories. So I'm walking around. It's a big order of barbecue. It's for the whole family. I'm walking around the freaking block. I get the cops called on me. I genuinely get handcuffed. Why? I'm freaking waiting for barbecue! And they're like, well, we got a call that there's suspicious activity in the neighborhood. Not saying what neighborhood it was, but it was a predominantly very rich, very specific neighborhood here in California. And let's just say that I like, just because of the way I look, I literally got handcuffed. Because waiting for freaking barbecue! I just wanted my barbecue, bro! That's all I wanted. But I actually got handcuffed. That's actual racism. It's a small little thing. It's not as obvious as this. Stop acting like you're some freaking victim of this of this like crazy like act of racism when you're freaking not. Like, what are you talking? I hate people who use the race card for just stupid freaking stuff. It's just so stupid. You want actual racism? It's not that. It's not Piers Morgan telling you you're an idiot for committing crimes and putting it on TikTok. Stop acting like
you can say that.
I think you felt bad.
No, see, you're interrupting me. Why are you interrupting me? I'm talking.
It's fine.
I'm talking.
Carry on being an idiot.
It is literally just a child being like wow.
Idiot.
Okay, we are siding the districts every time.
While some interviewers challenged his actions and sought to hold him accountable, others marveled at his entrepreneurial
when you literally
spirit and
have no
uncanny
way to
ability to
defend your
capture
own
media
case, so
attention.
you just start to
Former
freaking
politician
make
and journalist
wow.
Patrick O'Flynn lauded his talent for
Genius.
leveraging controversy to cultivate a growing fan base, highlighting his adeptness at capturing attention in an oversaturated digital landscape. Leveraging controversy to grow a fan base is indeed impressive, but what matters more is turning that virality into a long-lasting career, something that not a lot of people are able to do. Knowing that he was now in that position, Mizzy would start to plan his way into staying in the media for the long term and breaking his way into the online content creator sphere. However, this would prove to be much harder than he thought, as all his pranks are now being cast in a negative light in order to thwart his attempts at long-lasting internet fame. This included a prank of him threatening to beat up a Jewish person, going to a library and ripping up a book.
No, so he's okay.
The worker
so wait, he's just
and him and his
was
friends
that like a specific? Did he target the person for being Jewish or what the freak?
Random woman in the middle of the night and scaring her by asking if she wants to die.
Yeah, I like your hair still. Got some nice hair.
And now he just starts
Nice
to...
and luscious.
That is very R-wordy. Like, what are you doing? Don't just start caressing someone's head like that, you absolute weirdo.
I'm perfectly fine. We're gonna die.
Mizzy would then take things a step further by hijacking a train on May 28, 2023, with the passengers running out in fear as he and his friends raid the driver's cabin and start to play around with the controls. This notably took place only 4 days after his Piers Morgan interview, making that statement of regret feel more like him trying to
to anyone out there, by the way, don't deal with that. The moment somebody comes up to you and touches you like that, there's no reason to do anything else. Just dial the police. And that's it. That's the, like, there's really no reason. Don't even like talk. Don't even be like, hey, you need to go. You literally just tell them, it's like, did you just freaking touch me, bro? Like, either back away now, because I'm dialing the police as we speak. Like, I already have it on that. Like, get the fudge away from me. Who the fudge are you? I don't want to see you anywhere near me anymore. You need to, like, go find a different bus stop altogether now for that. Like, you understand me? Like, that's just no. You have crossed way too many lines with that.
feign accountability for his actions and lying to the viewers against
like sympathy. You don't. What I'm trying to tell you is, if you run into any of these douches out in IRL, like, you don't have to deal with them. It is better to not deal with them. It is better to walk away. Stealing a train, that is quite literally. I feel like it should be quite literal, right? Chaos. I don't want to say it, but it feels like it should literally be. But again, I don't know why the police force has all this, like, evidence, and they just don't do anything about it. They just don't care, I guess.
It is focused on pranks to a new venture into the online influencer boxing sphere, challenging Ayoo's speed to a boxing match. It's very obvious this is just an attempt at leveraging his newfound fame some more, as everyone wants the man of the hour on their platform right now to capitalize on the situation.
He doesn't want to actually entertain, though.
As expected, this endeavor has garnered mixed reactions.
Otherwise, he would have stayed in the fight.
As it's obvious to see he's doing whatever he can to stay relevant now that people are starting to lose interest in him and his so-called pranks that he posts. He was even in contact with the Tate brothers at one point too.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep trying to mooch off other people's fame now.
It seems he managed to squander that opportunity to build a proper audience for himself.
It ain't working out the way he thought it was going to.
Well, he still may have his small little loyal following.
And isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that one of the very foundations of being an entertainer is collaborations, working with other YouTubers? There's only one way to genuinely get to meet other people and other communities of like-minded individuals, and that is communicating with other creators and other individuals of like-minded, like, that's how you do it. So, of course, if you're a douche, breaking laws, breaking rules, do you honestly think any other creator is going to want to work with you? Genuinely? Do you think anybody's going to want to... People are going to look at this and be like, oh, this is the guy I have to freaking... Oh, this is the person I have to get on my stream. Like, don't get me wrong, right? Like, there's definitely a couple of creators here and there that they want it. They freaking need it. They want it. They got to have that stuff. But, like, do you? Besides Drama Alert, besides, I'm so sorry that I'm forgetting your name, but the guy who's making the interview on EDP45 and made the documentary on Boogie, like, these are the kind of people who are going to want to collaborate with you, because they're just going to want to, and Piers Morgan is a great example too. It's just people who are just using you as the stepping stone. You are the foot of the joke. You are the douche that everyone can... Like, you think Piers Morgan does not have a good image of himself. A lot of people don't like him. I don't know why. I've never really watched him to that degree. But people don't like Piers Morgan. Mike Klum, there you go. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, people who are hated on the internet, and I say hated in a general sense. For example, Boogie2988. Like, do you think Boogie2988 took that picture with EDP45? Do you think that picture and that whole situation was created because Boogie was like, oh, EDP is such a swell guy. I really gotta, No, it's because he's easy. He's an easy target. The dude's a douche. He's a freaking pedo bear. You understand? So, of course, Boogie, who has not gotten to that point, who has not done something that terrible, the guy might be a lolcow. The guy might be a sympathy moocher, call him whatever you want. I still love you, Boogie, by the way, but like, he's not as bad as EDP45. So it's just easy content for him to be like, hey guys, remember me? Well, look at this douche, way worse than me, am I right?
towards him has turned
That's the only
overwhelmingly
kind of people you're
negative.
gonna work with, my dude.
The fallout from his brand of boundary-pushing pranks has left a lasting impact on his public image, and now that people are seeing he's just another clout chaser, not a lot of people want anything to do with him. When big names aren't even willing to bring you onto their podcast anymore, you know a lot of people really don't think he's worth their time anymore. Mizzy is not a very unique or even interesting person at the end of the day. He's just like any other random dude that goes viral on the internet.
Yeah,
Well, he's managed to stay around a lot longer than most people due to just how
you
crazy
think he's
his
gonna get
behavior
arrested? You think he's gonna die?
And the
You
fact
think
a
he's
bunch
gonna-
of major news sources are jumping on the story
gonna-
for easy money and spreading
You
him
think he's
around
gonna get
further in
knocked
the
out by somebody who
process.
gets mad
You
at
have
him?
yourself
It's a
a
lot
kid
of
who
that.
shouldn't have
I don't think
lasted
it's
this
anyone
long
there
in the
genuinely
mainstream
cares about
internet.
your content,
Yet here we
dude.
are today. He's tried to leverage his fame some more, but it's clear it's starting to wane away as most people don't find what he does funny or even interesting, but annoying at best and degenerate at worst. I went into this video expecting a deep, long, and interesting story containing many twists and turns, but truth be told, there's really not. Mizzy is just a loser, to put it bluntly. Nobody likes people who act like him. As while one or two insane clips are entertaining, when his entire brand revolves around him being a public menace, the only kind of people that will give him the light of day are people who are just like him, with most not having the kind of internet clout he so desperately craves. He's just another blip in social media.
It's like, do you think that the rest of that day is gonna go swell for that freaking train driver, or do you think his manager's about to freaking lay one so much unnecessary stress for that poor dude? Bro gets everybody to work every day, bro, and you're gonna freaking put him through that BS
media at this point, and unless he decides to take things even
even
further,
get paid enough,
he's
you
just
know what I
gonna
mean?
fade away into obscurity as people move on to other subjects.
Gardner,
This whole
so much
situation
traction,
does
Mike went
bring
from
up some
an unknown
interesting
creator to someone,
questions, though.
and he deserves it. He deserves it, dude. But you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying about like my earlier point? It's easy to get attention. You can get attention. It's easy to get attention. Bring in the locale, like look at that, like you just put an image of Boogie 298 and EDP 45 together, and bam, explode. But now, is the actual content, Mike Klum, like the actual meat and potatoes of the content is so engaging and so entertaining and so well made that bro hasn't even made an official like announcement for when the new freaking documentary is coming out. We're already talking about it. We're already freaking on top of this, bro. We already got pictures of the set. I haven't seen this much attention on a document. Like, bro, the Mike Klum documentary feels like when the Avengers Endgame was coming out, where people were like, guys, I got a behind the scenes picture. Check it out. It's freaking EDP 45 with Boogie 298. You know, it feels like people were super ready to get this next one going. People were excited for it. Nobody's there like to see Mike Klum get arrested or get in trouble or some BS. You get me? No one's there like with bad intentions. That community is a community built, I'm assuming, on people who either like documentaries, liked Boogie 2988, which, let's be honest, Boogie 298's community was actually a bunch of really kind, really great people who just didn't know that this dude was like lying for most parts. So it's kind of like, yeah, he's good at entertaining. He knows how to make good content. And it's going to be content that can live for a long time. It can keep going. You can keep making new stuff. You can keep making more stuff. And you're going to be able to garner a huge audience creating amazing stuff. You're not going to have a bunch of audience members that show up for that one documentary and being like, all right, well, Mike Klum's not going to do anything crazy or get in trouble. I'm out. Goodbye. People are not going to forget about Mike Klum anytime soon. They're going to keep that documentary in the back of their brains because they're going to say, that was so freaking good. I need to see the next one. You get me? I don't know. I'm rambling.
Like how in the interview, Mizzy mentions he doesn't worry about the fines he's getting because the laws in the UK are weak.
He might end up in
don't
prison
really
like
care,
that
do you?
who went to
UK laws are
Japan,
weak,
got
simple
charged
as.
for trespassing. And I'll be honest with you, like, that is genuinely the easiest thing for me to wish on someone. I genuinely hope they get arrested. I genuinely hope they go and face some kind of legal repercussion just so that they get, for no other, I don't want them to go to jail. I want to make this clear. I don't want them to get stuck in the slammer. I just want them to get charged, taken into the local jail, get charged, get freaking, processed, and you can go back out there, find all that good stuff. Like, some people just need a reality check. They just need a wake-up call. That's all it is. And with any luck, that is his wake-up call, and he starts to, get his act up to get, fix his act. But to be fair, clout is a hell of a drug, dude. Clout is worse than meth. Clout, I haven't seen a drug stronger than clout, bro. Like, the cartel won't even deal with clout, you get me?
The UK laws are weak, simple as, and that's not my fault.
Like I
That's
haven't
not my
seen
fault.
Perhaps he's just lying or telling the
not
truth.
one,
but
not
if he
one El
feels this is a
Chapo's gonna
valid point
touch
to bring
clout, bro.
up,
Because
this
that
leaves people with
like
a lot more questions
they'll
and
get addicted to
answers.
it.
As the online
Next thing
landscape
you know, they're gonna
evolves around
be
these
they're gonna be posting
discussions
up on
and as
TikTok
societal
and
norms
location.
adapt, Mizzy's ongoing trajectory serves
The
as a
government's
reminder
gonna be
of
like,
the
well,
power
we
and
found El
influence some bad
Chapo. He
creators
freaking
can get a
posted up
hold
on
of in the
Facebook.
digital age. He's yet another example of some random dumb kid getting internet fame he craved for.
Clout
It
is
is
a hell
also
of a
one of
drug,
the
bro.
few whose actions have been pushed back upon by the majority of the
You see that?
internet
You think
so
he's
much that
holding
he's
on
actually
by
fallen
his
into
strength?
obscurity.
Nah.
Mizzy and his friends even
He's
entered
holding
another
on by the
person's
pure
house
will and
recently
shit.
in a
That
video
those are
posted on his
that's
Twitter.
like, you know how like
But then
you
his
know how
friend
like
came out to show
crackheads
that it
have
was a
like
setup to
like
epically
super
own the
strength?
media or something.
That's that
We
clout
did not
strength, bro.
sneak into any random person's house. This was all staged. It was all my idea, just to get
Johnny
your
hasn't
attention,
learned his
the
lesson. He
mainstream
plans on taking a
attention
trip
of
to
the
Asia
news.
soon.
All you ever do is
I'll tell you
promote
one thing, it's not gonna be to Japan. He might be planning a trip to Asia. I'll tell you one thing, it's not gonna be to Japan. And if it is, he's probably gonna end up arrested again. So you know what? I'll tell you this much. How about this? Go for it, Johnny. You do you, man. You keep doing it. You keep going to get arrested in places. Hey, try China though. I heard that their jails are really nice though. You should try doing that in China.
violence, and I'm here
Really,
to draw you
really
out on it.
comfy jail
All this
cells
does
there.
is justify people's
I heard you
contempt
even get
towards
your own
Mizzy and his friends
workstations.
some more. So hey, at least they got the attention they
They keep
wanted,
you
I
busy all
suppose.
day. You're never
Even though
bored
he's
in
recently
China,
gotten
Chinese
banned on
prisons.
TikTok and YouTube and most of social media, he always seems to come back because he craves attention that much.
Yeah,
Perhaps
suddenly-
his small
suddenly
rise and
creators
fall is
stop-
an example of the ever-changing
stop
internet
doing a
shifting
lot of
into
pranks
something
when
else.
they get
But that's
into
a
the
topic
places
for
that
another
actually
time. It's safe to say that Mizzy will
strict
become a
about their
forgotten
laws.
memory in just a few short weeks, but anything is possible, so we'll just have to wait and
Oh
see
my
what
God, yeah,
happens
the
from here on out.
Freaking A, dude. All right, like what else is there to say, bro? I do remember hearing about this dude. I remember hearing about the whole big debacle with the dog stealing, and even heard about the whole. I never seen the video, but I definitely heard about him breaking into, trespassing into someone's house. I didn't know so much about it. I definitely remember the Piers Morgan interview. I didn't realize that was him. I definitely remember that Piers Morgan interview. Wow. Okay. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. Live reactions every Friday, so swing by.